Okay, so if you haven't already, go back and watch part 1, and that's where I explain setting up this on start and getting everything set up and what everything means. So now I want to add some functionality. So I'm going to go to sprites, and then down here I've got some events. So I've got this overlap on sprite of kind blah overlaps with other sprite of kind blah. So let me pull this over and just place it in here. You can zoom in or out over here. So I want sprite of kind player overlaps with other sprite of kind enemy. So this will be my enemy finds me. Then I want my enemy then to cause my sprite to be destroyed. So there's my destroy my sprite. And then I can set the effect, and spray is fine. So let's check it in the simulation, make sure this is working. If it doesn't auto restart, you can always click here. And there we go, looks good. So my sprite got destroyed in the spray. And just to verify, as long, whoops, it's going to be tough because that enemy is really moving. But as long as I avoid the enemy, I don't get destroyed. Okay. So now I need another on sprite of kind blah overlaps with other sprite of kind blah. Now I'm going to do on sprite of kind player overlaps with other kind of, and we'll do food. We'll do the destroy, but instead of destroying my sprite, we're going to destroy my food. So let's see if I can avoid the enemy and find the food. There's my enemy. Oh, there's my food. Okay, so it worked. And my food was disintegrated. So now I can go to game. And then I've got game over, you lose. And then after my sprite is destroyed, then I can lose the game. And I can win. And so it spawned right on top of, so I lost immediately. Let's try it again. Oh, it's coming for me. Let's see if I can find that food. And so then there's the win. And then if you want to get fancier than this, you can keep track of the time. In info, you can also do scores and increment the scores or decrement the scores as you go. You can give yourself multiple lives. So you can, if you want to, you can continue to kind of play around with this, but this gives you sort of the basics of how to generate it, how to set up a map and a boundary, and then also how to give what you set up here some functionality. Instead of doing it this way, you could also go to loops and do a forever loop. And then you could go to logic and grab some if tests. And then you can go back to sprite, and then it has this if sprite overlaps with, and you can dock that in. And that really gives you the same functionality as the event that we had up here. Now I'm checking on two things at the same time, which has given me an error. But just to show you that there's multiple ways to program. All right, so hope that this helps. If if you feel like you're just totally overwhelmed, this at least gives you something that you can kind of test out and go from. Again, you don't have to make a real elaborate game. I just wanted to give you some experience with blocks programming and some of the basics of concepts. So like the loop, like the start loop and the other loops that you can see here. And then you've got this idea of events. And then you've also got this idea of these logic tests sort of incorporated in with the events. So hopefully that gives you some ideas kind of how you could program. And you can write real elaborate programs with Arcade. But for right now, just focus on getting a simple game that you could play through once or twice for 30 seconds and have it be enjoyable. Let me know if y'all have any questions or any problems.